Hello, everyone. I wanted to take a couple of minutes to share with you guys a story about Belief Code. I don't often do this for privacy reasons, but I got permission from the parent of a 5 year old that I did a session with yesterday to talk to you um, about how transformative and how quick this transition occurred for this child. So, for the sake of privacy, I won't be mentioning any details about this child, but I will be telling you the story of what happened and how this child experienced such a rapid transmutation of this energy. So, as with all belief code sessions, I start with getting a history about what is going on with the individual that I will be working with. And in this case, it was a 5 year old who had experienced an incident of bullying at school last week on a Wednesday and had been crying consistently, presenting with significant anxiety, not eating, waking up in the middle of the night, expressing to the mother how fearful the child was of going to school. And it was really just derailing not only the child's experience, but the whole family's experience, because the child was so anxious and consistently crying for days on end that they wouldn't leave the mother's side. So at the beginning of this session, the child was visibly distraught. The eyes were swollen and just looked very distressed. The whole body posture was very rigid and tense. We began doing the work. I was muscle testing on myself since it was a small child. And we found the trapped energies statements that were impacting this belief system for the child. And as I suspected, because of my intuition, this was not just as a result of what was happening at school, but it was also something that happened years earlier in the child's experience that was also impacting this belief system. So, as I was muscle testing and finding all of these trapped um, beliefs, energies, emotions, and imbalances, the child continued to express to the mother that they did not want to go to school, that they were afraid, and there was a lot of tears during the muscle testing portion because the child was still presenting with those energies. As with all belief code sessions, emotion code and body code, once everything was found, we were able to begin the clearing process. And it was quite amazing to see how the child slowly, as we released those energies, began to soften and relax. The body posture began to soften, the face began to soften. And as we got to the last belief, the child fell asleep. I encouraged the mother to let the child rest and integrate what we had cleared from their experience, their body, their mind. And mother reported back to me later that evening that once the child woke up, they were asking for food. They were no longer anxious and following them around the house, and they were back to normal. I received a message from mother this morning, and she said that the child is back to their normal self, asking for food, being playful, being silly, not experiencing any anxiety or talking about their fear of school, and really just seems to have transcended that negative experience. So, in hearing this story, I'm sure you can see why I thought it was a significant one to share, because with my client being a 5 year old that had gone through a really negative experience, presenting with a lot of anxiety and consistent crying, lack of eating, and to have a transition in just a few hours by the end of the day where the child is now asking for food, no longer following mother around the house, presenting with anxiety so quickly, and without the ability to fully understand what we were doing with the belief code session. The work really speaks for itself and how incredible and how rapid of a transformation can occur. So, with that, all that being said, I really do hope that you found this interesting, inspiring, and maybe gave you a little bit of insight into the work that I do. This is a difficult modality to share how it works. So, if you guys enjoy hearing stories like this, maybe I will do more session reviews um, with approval of the client in the future. So, let me know. I really enjoyed being able to share this with you and could see maybe I'll do more of this in the future. Have a wonderful day.